Hi guys, welcome to Tech Wave Surfer. In today's video, we are continuing the MongoDB series and learning about the insert and update commands in detail. So let's get started. As we learned in the previous video, to insert a single document, we use the db.collectionName.insert1, and this method will create the data in an existing collection or will create the collection with the given name if it doesn't exist. Now, to insert multiple items at once, what you can do is use the insert many instead of insert one. So as you guys can see, I've added some data in here using the insert many command. And before I actually insert the data, I wanted to show you guys of a method called ordered method. And using this method, what you can do is set whether you want to perform an ordered or an unordered insert. And the default value is set to true, so I'm going to stick with that. So, as some of you may have noticed, when we create a document, an ID is automatically created. Now, if you don't want to use a generated ID, you can define one by yourself by specifying the ID field. Let's take a look at how to do that. And to do that, what we want to do is type db.collectionName.insert1. And in here, what you want to do is type underscore ID and specify the ID to be 007, for example, and then the name book. Now I'm going to insert this, and as you can see, it acknowledged and the ID is 7 instead of 007, so it ignored the first two zeros. Now I'm quickly going to use the db.items.find method to show all of the items that have been added. And as you can see, my ID is 7 instead of an automatically generated ID. Now let's take a look at the update command in detail. Now, in order to update the data, what we can do is type db.collectionName.update1, and the update1 field takes in two parameters. The first one is the filter parameter. This is where you type in what you want to change. For example, I want to change the milk item, and the second parameter is where you type in what you want to change. For example, I want to change the quantity of milk from 2 to 4, for example. And to do that, we use the $set operator. And this operator basically replaces the value of field with what you type in. For example, I want to change the quantity from 2 to 5. Now it matched and modified that document. And in order to show that it worked, I'm going to use the find method. And as you can see, the quantity changed from 2 to 5. Now there are many other useful operators, for example, the increment operator, which can be used by typing inc instead of the set. And what this will do is increment the value of field. For example, if we run this, it will change the quantity from 1 to 2. Let's take a look at that. As you can see, the quantity changed from 1 to 2 using the increment operator. Now, there are many other operators, for example, the min, max, multiplication. Now, here's the multiplication operator. To do that, what we want to do is use the $mul and set what we want to multiply by. For example, I want to multiply the price of book and increase it by 25%. Now, if I run this command, I can increase the price. As you can see, the price increased from 1987 to 2483. Now that we have looked at the set, increment, and multiplication operator, let's look at the rename operator. As its name suggests, this operator is used to rename a field. And for this example, I'm going to rename the quantity to amount. And in order to do that, I have used the filter to find this document, and I'm going to use the $rename. And in here, I want to change quantity, and I'm going to change it to amount. And as you can see, it modified and matched. As you can see, the quantity is gone and it is instead amount. Now we can also add fields using the addToSet operator, and what it does is it creates an array field. And in order to use it, we want to type db.collectionName.update1 and then addToSet operator. For this example, I'm just doing type and I'm going to say book. As you can see, it worked. Since this is an array, I'm going to redo this exact same thing with book 2. Now to show that it worked, what I'm going to do is use the find method. As you can see, book now has a type called book 1 and book 2. Now that we have added a field, let's look at how to remove this field. And in order to do that, what you want to run is exactly the same command, except change the addToSet to unset instead. And the moment you run this command, as you can see, the type field is now gone. And that is how you remove a field. Now, if we want to update specific documents based on data, we can use queries. In this case, for example, let's add date to all items whose price is greater than $4. And in order to do that, you want to type db.collectionName.update many. And in here, I'm going to say price is greater than 4. If that is the case, I want to set a date using the new date method. And as you can see, it matched 2 and modified 2, since milk and orange juice are less than $4. Now to show that it worked, as you can see, the date is being added to the fields that are greater than $4. That is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed and learned something, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.